I labeled the save as Y, and I'm trying to remember why. Yeah, I labeled it as that, and I have not the faintest idea. Let us continue, though. It's a child's job to bury your parents. But mother, I've never heard that it's a child's job to kill and bury their parents. Don't ask, child. I'm not human. My horn is proof that I'm a demon. A demon's job is to take the calamities of the human world. That means my mission is to take all the calamities and cleanse people's filth with my own body. So the demon is Hanyu with the horn, and the child she's talking to is her own daughter, essentially the start of the Furude line. Then mother, why do you have to be the one? People's sins are people's sins. They are not yours. Listen, child. People live with sins. They can't live without making someone else take the blame. Nobody wants to take the blame, so they shift the responsibilities around. That is a demon to disturb the human world. If I take the blame, people are cleansed. People are freed from the fate of being suspicious of each other. Let all the sins, the filth, the karma, and the curse come to me. And attack me, purify me, wash me down the stream, and throw me in the swamp. A human body can't do that. It's the fate of a non-human to do that. If a human takes the blame, humans won't be freed from the demon of suspicion. I don't understand. I don't understand, Mother. Mother, you have a horn. Are you saying that you are not human just because you have a horn? That even if you are human, that horn makes you non-human? Even if you have a horn, you're human to me, nothing else. My child, you're the only one to say that. Even if everyone else calls me XXXX, you still call me human. Good child. What do you learn from the Furude family's forbidden documents? The ones dedicated to the altar of the shrine storage. Understanding that will require a very long time. As much time as I have repeated. So you understand now? When you understand that, you'll understand Hanyu's innocent smile better when she plays with her friends. Ah! Ah, are you okay? I hear Mion's surprised voice. That wasn't Mion's voice, but something must have happened. What is it? What happened? Hanyu-san fell and tumbled down the hill over there. Hanyu-chan, are you okay? She rolled beautifully, but I hope she didn't sprain her ankle or anything. Let's go. Hanyu was playing on the slope and tumbled down. Whoops. There's a road just below the slope. Mion and the others go down the stairs to get to her. Let's go. Hope she's not injured. Is she okay? Oh no! Hello! Tomitake and Takano. When I get there, I see Tomitake-san and Takano-san. They're taking care of her. What happened? I just saw her tumble down the slope. She tumbled down beautifully, though. But I think she hit her head, so I'm sure she'll get a bump later. Make sure you put some ice on it, okay? Hanyu! Can you hear us? Look, how many fingers do you see? 27. Ow, ow. She sounds disoriented, but she doesn't appear to be injured. We're all relieved. Bet she's just feeling dizzy from rolling. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're not hurt. Oh my, how lucky of you to have a nurse waiting for you down here. What perfect timing. Hey, when I'm not working, I'm a wild bird photographer. Right, Jiro-san? Well, yeah, I guess. If you're one of the Hinamizawan kids, you can't get hurt from something like this. That means you're already one of us. Hanyu-chan, is that your name? I've never seen you before. Are you new around here? Yep, she is. She transferred last Monday. What is this? That's peculiar. Is it a toy? Takano-san tries to push Hanyu's horn. It'd be an interesting accessory if it was an accessory. Ah, that's Hanyu-chan's charm point. You can't touch that. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. I don't think that's cute, though. See? Whoa! Monster? Looks just like it. What? Suddenly Hanyu moans as if she's suffocating. Takano, Hanyu isn't a monster. Don't ever say that. That's right, Takano-san, that was rude. Hehe. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I only said some giant words that took up the whole screen. Rika-chan said it rather firmly. I'm sure Hanyu didn't want to hear that word. Sometimes Takano-san says things in a derogatory way without realizing it herself. Oh, she realizes. But I guess there are things you can't or shouldn't say. Hanyu is looking at Takano-san with a complicated expression on her face. By looking at her face, Takano-san realizes she might have hurt her feelings. She apologizes and leaves with Tomitake-san. Are you okay, Hanyu? You landed beautifully, so you're not injured. Rika, that person. Oh. Her? That's Takano. Takano. Hanyu repeats Takano-san's name. All of a sudden, I'm worried if she hit her head or something. Suddenly, Hanyu gets up and grabs Rika-chan's collar. Rika! Ow! It's Takano! Takano! That's right, she's Takano. No, Rika! Takano! Don't you remember? I know. Takano Mio, right? From the Irie clinic. You can't remember? Sorry, Hanyu. What are you talking about? Rika, that can't be. This is the last one. The last one. She finally imprinted the true enemy's name while enduring the pain of her stomach cut open. And she can't remember. Furude Rika failed to inherit the memory of the pieces. Oh boy. Oh no. We'll be right back with more Higurashi. And we're back with more Higurashi. Meanwhile, at the other clinic. Oh, Akasaka-san. Long time no see. Oishi-san, you haven't changed a bit. Hehehe. What are you talking about? I've been on an apple diet lately, and I've lost a few pounds. Can't you tell? Look at you. You look great. I have to stay in shape. I gotta be Captain Falcon. Hey, Kura-chan, is he the guy? The one who came here a few years ago from Tokyo? Hondaya-san, nice to see you again. It has been a while. Oh my, look at you. It must be nice to be young. Well, since you came such a long way, let's just head to a restaurant. I'm a regular there, so I'm sure we can get in before it opens. Come on. Oishi-san, are you sure? Don't you still have some work to do? What are you talking about? Work schmirk. I'm in special training with a special investigator from Tokyo headquarters. Come on, let's go. Oh wait, I'm gonna make a phone call first. Compared to someone like you, they are greenhorns, but I already gathered some guys. Ah, there you are. Kuma-chan. Do you want to go play with us tonight? Oishi-san, you really haven't changed a bit. Akasaka used to think Oishi wasn't serious enough, but now, after experiencing different things in the real world, the preconception is completely gone. He is the way he is because of his experience. It's not always the best to take things seriously. Sometimes frankness helps you in this world. In Akasaka's case, people often tell him to relax more. But in Oishi's case, maybe he should straighten out a little? Come on! Akasaka-san, let's go! Okay. Good response. You sound like a veteran policeman now. Good. The old Akasaka would have thought Oishi was making fun of him, but now he can take it as honest criticism. Oh boy. Boy, you can drink now, huh, Akasaka-san? I don't think I can keep up with you. I guess it's true that when one gets old, he can't drink as much as before. Don't say that. I have to drink to gather some information. I practice with my colleagues. Japanese sake, Western liquor, Chinese liquor, whatever. Sometimes I drink at a small shop and sometimes at an expensive club. That's great. I'll join in sometime. Yes, please. Young guys nowadays often say they can't drink. I couldn't drink at all at first, you know. The more you drink, the better your body adjusts to alcohol, and the more you enjoy drinking. That's right. Are you listening, Kuma-chan? Yeah. I can drink quite a bit now. You're right. When you first teamed up with Uishi, you only drank oolong tea, even for a toast, huh? That's not good. A toast has a very important meaning. If you don't drink alcohol, it means you aren't satisfied with the party. So if I see young ones like that, I tell them, I'm not telling you to drink up in one gulp, but the first drink must be a mid-sized jug. When Akasaka first came to Okinomiya, he was very nervous, but there's no trace of nervousness in him now. Uishi realizes how much Akasaka has learned during this past few years. There you go, Akasaka-san. You sound great. During the years I've been waiting to retire, you've grown so much. It's time for young ones to take over, huh? That's not true. I've learned that only experience counts in this world. We young ones will do the physical work, so we want you veterans to sit at the desk and make us work hard. Did you hear that, Kuma-chan? Did you? Okay, I heard that. I'll do my best. Uishi, Kumagai-kun is doing his best. He does lots of footwork. You know how Uishi-san is, right? I've only worked with Uishi-san for a few days, but I understand what you're going through. But it'll make you a good cop. Just believe in him. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. But even when I learn how to drink, I can't do mahjong. Uishi-san takes all my pay before I can give it to my wife. Mahjong is intellectual baggage you need. The more you play, the more confident you get. Let's play together later. I'll teach you how not to lose. Uishi, he's a good guy, huh? He kind of reminds me of you when you were young. No way. I wasn't that handsome. It's unusual for Uishi to enjoy anyone's company this much. Akasaka and Uishi worked together only for a few days. They've exchanged some holiday cards, but that was about it. Uishi didn't know how joyous it was to see a young guy grow into a dependable cop and come back to see him. Uishi always thought he wanted to be active until the day he retired, but when he sees a dependable colleague, he thinks maybe it's time for him to step back. Uishi and Akasaka enjoyed the reunion more than they thought they would. Pleasant reunion, fun time, empty dishes. The owner is bringing the electronic sign inside. All the chairs are on the tables, and the owner's wife is cleaning the floor. Time to go. There's no one else here. Clock says it's almost 3 a.m. Jesus, that's a fucking party. This is a reunion, right, Kura-chan? Take your time, okay? Just wake me up when you leave so I can lock the door. Sorry about that, thank you. There won't be anything else open at this hour. Uishi and the others still want to talk, so they decide to stay here. Kumagai can't fight his sleepiness, and he is nodding off. Good night, Kuma-chan. They're talking about Akasaka's job. He's at a department specializing in public safety. Uishi and the others are, Anyway, I want to meet Rika. Rika? You mean the orphan of the Furude family? Orphan? What happened to her parents? Rika predicted that there would be an incident every year for the next 5 years in Hinamizawa. I think her parents were supposed to be killed the 3rd year. Yeah, it was the 3rd year of the curse of Oyashiro-sama. 56th year of Showa, I think. The Furude couple died rather suspiciously. It was 3 years after you came to Hinamizawa, Akasaka-san. 3 years? Did it happen in June? 3 years after I visited Hinamizawa? Yeah, that's right. What is it? Is there something that bothers you? Akasaka shuts his eyes tightly and to chase away the alcohol in his brain and tries to remember the girl's prediction, and came here to confirm that. I came in the 53rd year of Showa. Damn construction site manager died the following year, right? Oh, that's the guy I played Mahjong with. How's he been doing? He's dead. It was the newspaper, I think. Maybe it was just in this area. Well, he was killed in a fight with the other workers the following year. Prediction said that he would be killed in a gruesome way and his body would be dismembered. His body was dismembered? See, you know that. Exactly. His right arm is still missing, though. I feel bad. Following year, on the same day in the 55th year, Sadako's parents will be pushed to their deaths. Maybe it should be called an accident. A very unfortunate accident. I'll continue. Following year after the manager's death, I think. Let's see, I know. Sadako-san, I think she's a girl. Did her parents die in an accident? Boy, how much do you know? That's right. Damn supporters, the Hojo couple, fell off a cliff while on vacation. Still hasn't been confirmed if it was an accident or an incident. The following year, on the same day in June of the 56th year of the Showa era, my parents will be killed. In the following year, yes, Furude Rika's parents died. But none of those incidents make sense. You sure know a lot about the curse of Oyashiro-sama. None of those incidents were made public because of local pressure, so I'm surprised at how much you know about them. I can't believe this. But even you can't know about the following year. Because starting with the 4th year, it was decided to investigate secretly. I think I know. The same day, and the following year, on the same day in June of the 57th year of the Showa era, Sadako's mean aunt will die. Her head will be smashed in. Following year, so that was last year. Sadako-san from earlier. Wasn't her aunt killed? Her head smashed in? Shit, you're right. Akasaka-san, how do you know that much? I think I know who will be killed the year after that. What the heck are you saying? Besides, the year after last year means it's this year. I'll be killed. It'll be in June of the 58th year of the Showa era. In other words, this month. Furude Rika will be killed. Uishi and the others become speechless. Akasaka talked about the 4 mysterious incidents. Although he has been far away, he belongs to a very special unit of public safety. It must have been possible for him to find out about the secret investigation. That was why it wasn't that odd for us Akasaka to talk about the mysterious death incidents, even though he has been far away from Hinamizawa. However, Akasaka talks about it without any hesitation, and he also named the next victim. They sober up completely. Akasaka-san, it's getting late. We're all exhausted, so let me get to the bottom of this. What is it that you're telling us? Okay, this is what she told me when I was in Hinamizawa, in June of the 53rd year of Showa. What? What? Uishi can't believe what he's hearing. He is speechless. I know it's hard to believe. When she told me back then, I thought she was just a playful little girl. But she told me she was going to be killed in the 5th year. In other words, she asked me to help her, I think. The main purpose of my visit to Hinamizawa is to find her, and ask her if she still needs my help. Akasaka-san, I'm retiring this year. I want to take revenge on the people who killed the old guy in the 1st year of the series of mysterious incidents. That's why I'll jump on any information at all. So let me confirm this with you. What you just said isn't a joke, is it? If it is, you better tell me now. I'm telling you the truth. Furude Rika told me this in June the 53rd year of Showa. By the time, I didn't think anything of it, so I didn't tell you about it. I'm sorry about that. You didn't know? Even if you had told me back then, I don't think I would have believed you anyway. I believe you only because it happened 4 years in a row. Uishi must be thinking that if only Akasaka had told him back then, he could have saved the old guy. What this old man from the identification section is saying is right, too. Oishi wouldn't have believed him back then. And the old guy would have died anyway, and Oishi would regret not being able to do anything. That's true. Sorry. But Furude Rika. Why Furude Rika? I don't know exactly what's going on in Hinamizawa now. Read that the dam construction plan was frozen indefinitely in the newspapers. That's why I assumed Hinamizawa was peaceful now. The dam conflict is over. But starting the following year, a series of the mysterious deaths, also known as the Curse of Oyashiro-sama, started to occur annually. And it played out just like you said. I think she may have entrusted me with something extremely serious. Oishi-san, let me ask you. Do you think it's possible for Furude Rika to be killed this year? It is said that the Furude couple was held in low regard for being passive during the dam conflict. That was the reason why the curse fell upon them in the third year. So I think Furude Rika's death is... It is possible, isn't it? Oishi nods slowly. I'm going to try to get in touch with Furude Rika tomorrow. I think the best thing is to talk to her directly. Akasaka-san, can I come along? The story of Furude Rika sounds like it's something very important for me, too. Oh my. What did you bring with you? This is getting interesting. I never thought I would see the day when all the mysteries get solved. But I have some questions, too. Why did she tell me something that important? If she wanted help, why didn't she ask the local police? Why me, a guy on a business trip from Tokyo? I bet she couldn't trust the local police. I'm an unrefined man. Rika-san didn't trust me. Besides, there are people who are influenced by the Sonozaki family at Okinomiya Station. In other words, she trusted me, the guy who came from Tokyo, more than anybody. Yeah, I guess. If that's the case, Oishi-san, please don't tell anybody about this. Of course. Anyway, let's go to Hinamizawa and talk to Rika-san directly tomorrow. We'll start from there. We're onto something. We have Akasaka on the case. I suppose now the question is... I can't believe it, but that's the truth, huh? It is in the middle of the night. Only the sound of insects and Sadako's snoring can be heard. Rika is sitting by your favorite window. Yes, Takano is the one who killed you, Rika. You and I both saw it. You tried to remember Takano's face. Even as she cut your stomach open, you tried so hard while enduring the pain. That's a horrible way to die. I'm glad I don't remember, but I can see it. That's the kind of death Takano would prefer. Oh. But I don't get it. Why would Takano kill me? I'm the Queen Carrier, and if I die, a disaster will occur, right? Isn't that why the Iria Institution and the Mountain Hounds are protecting me? Then why would Takano, their leader, kill me? Oh. Sorry, it was a useless question. Takano killed me. That's the truth and the motive doesn't matter, right? But, why Takano? Although she says the motive doesn't matter, she goes back to the same question. The reason why Takano tries to protect the Queen Carrier isn't because she wants to save Hinamizawa from developing the syndrome. It is because the Queen Carrier is an extremely precious object of her research. And why does she kill the Queen Carrier with her own hands, considering she is the most important thing for her research? Is Takano the only enemy? Ow. The Mountain Hounds are the enemy too. I don't know if Ire is an enemy or not, but I think he isn't. Takano and the Mountain Hounds are enemies. You've got to be kidding me. How can we stand against them? It's impossible. Unless there's a miracle of some sort. We can't defeat people like them. Besides, Wada Nagashi is this Sunday. I'll be killed on the 22nd. It's in about a week or so, right? How can we fight them in such a short time? Should we attack Takano with a metal bat? That's no use. Takano is only one of them. Even if we take her, the mountain hounds are still there. What do we do? What should we do? I don't know either. But, we didn't even know our enemy until now. Now we do. There must be something we can do. This is the first time for Hanyu to talk back as strongly as this. Hanyu believes. Rika is startled for a moment and realizes she's losing her cool. She takes a deep breath and tries to calm herself down. The reason why she's confused is that Takano is the suspect. She always believed that Takano was her ally. There are many reasons why Takano should treat her well, but she can't even think of one reason why she would want to kill her. Takano is always thinking about eerie things. There's no guarantee that a crazy idea wouldn't become a motive. That means Tomitaki is killed. So is Tomitaki our ally? I think he is. That's right, Rika. You should talk to Tomitaki. Takano is accompanied by the mountain hounds because of an organization named Tokyo. So she can only ask for help from someone who is connected to Tokyo? In that case, Tomitaki is the only one she can talk to about this issue. But then Irie may also be someone worth talking to. But that's why she needs to know. She needs to know why Takano has to kill her. Unless she can explain that, they won't even listen to her. Besides, Tomitaki is in love with Takano. He wouldn't doubt Takano that easily. Irie seems to be keeping a little distance from Takano. He may believe her a little easier. But Irie is simply a doctor. He doesn't know too much about Tokyo. He may be useless. Should she call the police? No, no way. There's no way they would believe her. If she would make a call and say that a strange organization in Tokyo was trying to kill her, they would think she's crazy. What can she do? How can she save herself? The scariest people in Hinamizawa are coming to kill her. How can she run for them? How can she fight them? How? If she had remembered the scene of Takano killing her, then she wouldn't have been so confused. Because seeing is believing. But she doesn't remember. She honestly doesn't remember. This is just what Hanyu is telling her. She doesn't want Takano to be her enemy. This is the truth she doesn't want to accept. That's why she's tempted to just say that this is simply Hanyu's nonsense. But Hanyu is being more serious than she's ever been. Calm down, Rika. We learned in our previous world. Don't you remember the previous world? The previous world? Do you mean the world where Rena scattered gasoline at the school and locked herself in? So she really doesn't remember Minagoroshi. No, the world after that. Don't you remember? In that world he comes back. Hojo Tepe. That's the worst possible world. No matter what we do, counselors don't do anything. Sadako becomes disabled within a few days. Someone from the circle of friends develops the syndrome and attacks Tepe, right? No! In that world, we all talk to this held consultation center and save Sadako. In that world, Keiichi taught you so much. He taught you that you have to believe, otherwise a miracle won't happen. And he also said that if everyone believes, a miracle will happen. I wonder if this is a result of plugging in the extra Akasaka fragment. The one that gave him the strength to remember. That sure is something Keiichi would say, but that's great. To defeat the world while Tepe comes back. We couldn't reject that world not even once before. Do you know how Keiichi and the others in that world made a miracle happen? They talk to everyone. They don't tell themselves that it's no use or thing individually. They talk to everyone. That's how they make the miracle happen. Everyone. Talk to Keiichi and the others about Takano? Do you really think that they would believe me if I told them an organization like Tokyo is after me? Yes, they will. They did in the previous world. Why won't you believe me, Rika? Sorry. It's not that I don't believe you. You saw it, so it is the truth, right? I didn't know how frustrating it is not to remember it myself. Anyway, you and me going on and on about this won't solve anything. We don't have enough power, but we have our weapon. Our weapon is the truth. We don't know the motive, but we know the suspect is Takano. This is a very good start compared to all the other worlds. But why? Why can't you remember at the very end? Hanyu grinds her teeth remorsefully. She saw the truth. She saw the truth just a little bit ago, and so she can't believe that Rika doesn't remember anything. If it was something she had seen herself, then she wouldn't even need a motive. But she hasn't, and that's why she can't understand. Why is her memory cut off, even though Hanyu's memory is still connected? Does that mean their long journey is about to end? Or does that mean her infinitely repeating journey is already over, and this is the last journey? Woo! I thought this world was strange because everyone could see you, and you even transferred to our school. But now I can see now I can really see. This is an extremely strange world. There's nothing strange about this. This is just the final world, that's all. I came to this final world so we can gather our powers. I'm not a bystander here. I'm your ally. That's right. You're no longer a bystander, huh? I've decided not to be fearful anymore. I'm not afraid, and I'm going to believe with you all. And a miracle will happen. This is the world to bet on. This June of the 58th year of the Showa era. Rika and Takano are fighting. If Rika doesn't defeat her enemy this time, she will lose. Takano has many powerful pieces like the Mountain Hounds. Rika would need a lot more pieces to be able to fight her. So unless Rika asks for help from many people and gathers an equal number of pieces, the game won't even start. We've learned the rules of this game board by playing the game repeatedly. This is like a game without a manual. We learned the rules, and now we know how to fight. We are ahead because we already know what pieces our enemy has. Rika, you have to get busy. We only have 1 week before Higurashi. We had 2 weeks in the previous world, but we only have 1 week in this world. In other words, this is the final world. Okay. Rather than grieving over what I don't remember, I should be grateful that you remember. And if you didn't remember, this final world would end while we moved about in confusion. Also, if I talk to Keiichi and the others in the right way, maybe they will come up with good ideas. Because he was the one who fought with Rena in the other world. When the school was about to explode, he brought her back. That's what started the whole miracle conversation in Minagiroshi. Exactly! Anyway, let's go talk to anyone we can find. We are too weak by ourselves. Let's gather people and think about what to do. We have to take our first step towards this miracle. And we have to do that within a week. Hanyu has never encouraged her like this before. Hanyu is really all in. She has always pretended to be a bystander. She never wanted to go through the pain of failure, so she never expected anything. But now she's trying to intervene with this world, passionately and aggressively. According to Hanyu, there was another world after the world in which Rena occupied the school. In that world, Keiichi supposedly told her lots of enthusiastic things. She has nothing to lose. She should talk to whoever she thinks she can trust. Whether she tries or not, she only has a very short time left. She decides to do whatever she can possibly do until that time comes. She would never think an ending where she held a glass of wine while pretending to be a witch was cool. Hello. It has been a while. This is Nomura. Yes, thank you for the detailed documents from the other day. Thanks to your documents, men from the Ministry of Health and Welfare now understand how scary the Hinamizawa syndrome is. Hee. That's the accomplishment of you and the late Dr. Takano. I've only made sure that you receive a fair evaluation, that's all. Anyway, I'll make sure the Prime Minister reads your documents. The Prime Minister is the head of the country, in case you're dense and don't know how countries work. I'll have the most important person in the country read your article and make sure he understands what a great research this is and why the Hinamizawa syndrome is such a special issue. Also, make sure the present board of directors will realize how stupid they were to ignore your research and ridicule your grandfather's article. Yes, I have great news for you. We have decided that after the completion of the operation, the actual place will be isolated and shut down. Another department of the Self-Defense Force will take over the research. After the completion of the operation, you'll be welcomed there, and you will be able to research as much as you want, without worrying about political factions or funds. That's all thanks to your generous client who wants to reward you for your hard work. You'll be given a position as a director, so you can devote yourself into your research. Isn't that wonderful? And finally, you'll be able to accomplish something that overturns common knowledge, by researching the Hinamizawa syndrome and the existence of parasites that control human thoughts. No, I'm not just saying that to flatter you. That is our fair evaluation of you. I see. Sorry to take up your time. I'll get going. I'll get in touch with you again. The woman puts down the handset of her car phone. Then she picks it up again and makes another call. Please transfer me to extension 1001. Yes, this is Watanabe. Watanabe. Yes, the issue from the other day has been taken care of. Yes. Major Takano's documents are wonderful. I made some guys from the National Research Center go along, so the men believed it without questioning. Yes. That's no problem either. Most of the cabinet ministers from the enemy factions will be either leaving the country or going on vacation, so they'll be out of Tokyo after the 20th. Yes. There are still some unsettled issues, but everything will be set up by June 23rd. Yes. Therefore, an on-site operation will take place at midnight on the 22nd, and the Prime Minister will be asked for emergency sanctions on the 23rd. Yes, all who can aid the Prime Minister on that day will be our people. The Prime Minister won't even question a thing. Yes, I know for sure. The Prime Minister will definitely sign Emergency Manual number 34. After that, the alphabet will be questioned, and the Okuno and Chiba factions, as well as the old Kozumi faction, will lose their power. Yes, that's right. It'll be a matter of time before the Asian Amity Conference is a fact. That's true. If they have enough money to pay for the development of domestic nuclear weapons, or develop the Japanese-American alliance, it makes more sense to use it as official development assistance to China. The 21st century basically belongs to China, since the Chinese population occupies a good percentage of the world population. There's no use for Japan to wag its tail to the US. I know. 21st century is almost here, yet we're still saying that communism is evil. Maybe we've been watching too many bad American propaganda war movies. Yes, I understand. Okay, then I'll see you in Macau next week. Yes, I love to gamble. Yes, it was nice talking to you. I'll get in touch with you soon. The woman puts down the handset of her car phone and takes a breath. She smiles in satisfaction, then picks up the handset again. Geez, you have a lot of calls to make. Okay. We'll make your last call next video.